Hello friends, today in LagnaOne, the free Vedic astrology software, we will see three very accurate predictive features. Okay, so first let's look at this active house. This is the chart. I have let me load one chart quickly so that we have some data to work with. This is a fictitious person. I don't know this person. So active houses. This is first feature. Next to this dasha. Okay, the heading of the pane. Uh, active houses. What this shows is in the context of nakshatra dashas, okay, the uru dashas as we call them. For every planet, there are two columns: high probability houses and moderate probability houses. These houses will be effective when that planet comes in dasha-antardasha. So when two or more planets combine, as we will see here, I'll come back to this. Okay, in dasha pratyantar, okay, I mean, or in the South Indian language, dasha, bhukti, and antara. When they combine together, so the results will be different. So high probability, these are the high and these are moderate. But within the same category, you have red color and normal color. Same here also. So within this category, those are more probable. Okay. But when they combine together, all of these houses matter, including the ones which are in normal color, in moderate probability as well. So these are all taken from classics. I have not pulled them out of thin air. They are all in classics. Uh, So, coming to okay, let us take let's make it easy for us to understand. Okay, let's take one house. Okay, let's take 10th house. Okay, everyone's interested in 10th house. Okay, let's take 10th house. So, for me, if I want to look which planets when they come in dasha dasha, the 10th house results will be prominently shown. Okay, so I would look at first here. So you see Saturn and very strongly Mercury. These two are pretty strong. Saturn, Mercury are two most strongest planets to show the 10th house results. Okay, then you also have 10th house showing somewhere. Okay, Venus, then Jupiter. So these four planets, okay, will show or will give 10th house results when they come in dashantar dasha. Okay, so now there is, I mean, you never have dashantar dasha of only one planet. So you have three different planets. There's a grace period. Okay, there are different names for that. Some people call it Chidra Dasha, some people call it something else. Okay, so when the same planet is operating, uh, some results are shown very strongly, but then they don't stay for very long. They change quickly. Okay, so let's take okay, Jupiter. Then let's take Saturn and let's take Mercury, the ones we saw, okay, which give 10th house results. So Jupiter in a moderate way and Saturn and Mercury strong. Mercury is strongest. So show houses, click this one. It shows you active houses when these three planets operate. So it shows 7th, 8th, and 10th. Seventh house is also active. So relationship matters will also show up prominently here. Okay. So because you see Mercury is showing seventh house result also, and Mercury uh, uh, then seventh house result is shown by Saturn also. Okay, so now it is figuring in two planets. So chances are pretty high that though Jupiter is not directly involved with seventh, but then when Saturn and Mercury come, seventh house results will be shown. If this list is longer, you have to filter out looking at which are high probability among the planets which are involved in the Dasha. These three planets. Okay, you can reduce the variables by let's say changing from Mercury to one of these two planets to keep it common. Okay, so let's say Saturn, and again do show houses. So this remains the same. And now if I change from Saturn to let's say the other one, let's say Jupiter. Okay, show houses. So it added one more house. 11th house is added. So this is slightly better period. Fulfillment of wishes. Okay, 11th house. So this will be there. 8th house is a bit of a spoiler. So one needs to kind of take care of that. But usually material perspectives of this seems pretty good. Sometimes eighth house can be very good. Okay, this is see outside a solid analysis, nothing works. Before prediction, you have to learn how to analyze in a very strong manner. Analysis decides how easy or difficult the predictions will become. Okay, so this is one feature which I wanted to show. So active houses, this shows. So you can just check in real life, go back and see. Okay, this will most often be very accurate. That's why I call it, accurate features, predictive features. Now, next one is in the views in the learner's corner, because I really want students around the world to have access to clear-cut decision, aids and tools, so that they can learn faster and cut through the chase of going round and round uh, and beat around the bush. Okay, so this shows the functional nature. This is something else. This is not exactly predictive. This is for predictive, yes, when they come dasha-antardasha. Okay, the functional benefic malefic, yeah, but this is also equally important in analysis. But then this is what I wanted to focus here. Okay, planets for prediction. Now this shows the house versus some list of planets. So all the 12 houses, bhavas, which are the go-to planets that will show results of that house. So if you are looking for 10th house, as we were doing there in continuation of our, that screen. So 10th house. Again, you see Mercury strongly, Saturn strongly, and Venus. So here somehow it seems to be favoring Venus more than Jupiter, the fourth planet that we saw. Okay, so this is how you kind of confirm and reconfirm your results. Okay, so uh, just try this for all the houses for your own chart. Okay, I don't take example charts. Okay, because best example is your own example. Other examples are always cherry picked. So I'm just showing you the feature. Okay, I'm not telling that this in this person's life it's actually happened. I'm not supposed to tell you that. Okay, you are supposed to observe it in your own chart. That's my example chart. Okay, your chart. So there is no cherry picking here. Okay, if you go back to my literature, whatever I have put out in public domain, so that I usually don't give example charts unless it makes no sense to talk about it without any example. Okay, so here it is, guys. So this is the second predictive feature that is there, and the third one is the transit. This one is useful both in dasha and transit, by the way. That was purely for dasha, but this one, uh, upcoming transits in the main, this panel. Upcoming transit, by default, it shows the upcoming transit. So if Saturn is in Pisces, it will show the next one, that is Aries. Okay, but I want to see how Saturn is in the present sign. Recently, it came, right? So we are talking in July 2025, so it came in March and 2025, right? Saturn in Pisces. So same way, Rahu also in May, right? Around mid this May 20th or 19th May. So Murti Nirnay is a predictive technique which is not in classics, but it's popular, very traditional system. So I found it pretty useful, so I've included this. So this you can read about it. I'm not teaching Murti Nirnay here. So if you click calculate Murti, so it tells you, okay, for this person how this planet is, Saturn is, whatever planet you have selected. So it loads the moon sign when where moon was when Rahu transited into its sign current this current sign, because we have chosen current signs here, current transits, right? If you go upcoming, so it will show for the next one. So whatever you have chosen here, everything applies to that. Okay, so if you do calculate Murti, so it shows very good, very favorable. Rahu for this person is very favorable. For this person's moon sign, it's favorable. Okay, so now this is important. This is what I wanted to show you. This is the third feature, predictive feature, the accurate prediction. So show transit prediction scores. So this will show the favorability scores, how favorable or unfavorable a planet is in transit for this person. So in this case, it is going to show the current signs, because that's what I've chosen here. And you click this button, it shows you from Murti Nirnaya, from natal moon, from natal ascendant Lagna, okay, how each of the planets is favorable. You see the favorability percentage here, also in graphical form, so it's very easy to see. So you don't have to look at 10 different places. Okay, now Ashtak Varga is missing here because we have not used it so far in the session. So let's do that. To include Ashtak Varga, please select View Ashtak Varga. So I'll go back there. I'll come back here. So I'll go Ashtak Varga here. There you go. Ashtak Varga is selected once, so I'm coming back to this upcoming transit. Then we'll do current signs, that is. That's what we were looking at. So I'll straight away jump to this screen. So now you see Ashtak Varga added here. So now we have four heads. So you don't have to look separately for Ashtak Varga, transit from natal moon, transit from natal lagna, or Murti Nirnay, those who want to see. If you don't want to include Murti Nirnay, just check it out and the percentages changes. See, it recalculates these two fields. Okay. Uh, so if you want to say retain this one and not have from moon sign from natal moon, so it again recalculates. So whatever you give, it will use it. What you don't want to include, take it out. Okay, so nothing is enforced here. Even these marks are not enforced. The maximum optimized marks which I have given as per my experience, and nothing that loads there is from is pulled out of thin air by my imagination or my homemade theory. No, this is taken from classics. I have just given them the marks according to what is selected here. That's it. So you can change around. Let's say you want to give 25 to Ashtak Varga, change it to 25. Okay, and do change here, click change here, it changed here. And obviously the addition of these three is showing up here 93. It changed, you just changed it. So again going back to 32 and it is again back to, or you can do a reset. It goes back to that only. Okay. So default weights it has been restored. So it is taking the same. So this is what it is, friend. Now this is one more. So you can see that for this person, Jupiter is very favorable, and Rahu is also favorable. Saturn is average. Ketu is just average for this person. Okay. Mercury is pretty favorable. Okay, fairly favorable. Uh, Mars is not favorable. Sun is not favorable for this month because they are smaller planets. Okay, so yearly nakshatra prediction is also taken from Jatak Bharanam. Again, it's not my imagination or fantasy. Clicking here, this is taken from your birth nakshatra. Okay, so for all relations, okay, not just man, woman, or whatever marriage thing. Uh, Career, finance, health. So these three heads is calculated. Don't take things as prophecy. I've written here a unit expert guidance for this. So there are many predictive tools out there. I think this is the fourth one, not third one. So I thought I'll show three. There are many actually here. So you can go back and forth here. Okay, so you can see the past. Okay, and thing. So now this is for obviously need not to say this is customized for this person. When you put yours, you see your name here. Okay, so this is what it is, friends. I wanted to show only this much. The complete video, I'll leave the link is in description box for the complete demo about 35-40 minutes, so you can see that. So for now, this is it, and thank you for your time, friends.